Dr. K.
Thank you for coming in today. All right.
I'm just excited to show you.
I'm excited
your
to
work.
see, but I'm also excited to see where we started from, which was here, right? So
it's like another person.
It's like a whole other person. Exactly, a whole other person with, losing hair and a little bit of tiredness, and now we have restored the hair, a little bit more confidence. We got some eyebrows, temporal peaks, a little bit of everything.
I would say a lot more confidence. It's not that I was not a confident person at all. That wasn't it. I'm uber confident.
Right.
But you don't know what you don't have until you get it.
Right.
And I just didn't know. And then when you see the before and the after, and more importantly, the reactions from people who, quite frankly, didn't even know I had this. They're just kind of like, you look really young, you look fresh, you look rested. And also, what is crazy, I thought I would never hear this because I heard this like when I was in my 20s, you have great hair.
Yay.
Forget about just having more hair. I have great hair.
You do have great hair.
I do have great hair.
I love it. And see, I think that's really the key, right? About people's biggest fear about hair transplant in general is that they feel that they're gonna look like they had something done. So the fact that a lot of people didn't even know you had anything done, let alone, going through this procedure twice and still don't know that you've had anything done, but you look refreshed, you look rested, you look younger. What happened? Did you just come from vacation? Kind of things I think is really important to get out there to people so they realize that it's a procedure, but you look like yourself. You just look younger and refreshed and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know me, I have no problem telling people because I like to spread the good word, especially with men and women. Women, because a lot of women don't know it's available for them, and
Right.
it's really hard, especially for women, as you know. That's a whole other thing. But that's the number one question I get from men is, do people know that you had it done?
Right.
Do people? I'm like, well, look, can you tell?
Exactly.
Can you tell? And I have to give you a shout out. It's to your artistry and your technical skills. I mean, it is really incredible. I mean, it's a week does not go by if it's not a day where I don't get some kind of feedback from people.
Right.
I mean, to get that, that's like a gift. And I know it sounds, I always tell people because I'm a stylist. I work with celebrities. I do a lot of stuff that have to do with the outside.
Right.
And I always tell people, I know this isn't like, there's wars going on, things like that, but this is, to make yourself feel good and confident to like walk out of, your home and just feel so good about yourself. It's hard to put a price on that.
Right. Exactly. That it is.
So thank you.
I'm so excited. So excited. So we did your first procedure. It was in 2018, right? And we focused everything in the front, got that sort of frontal area rebuilt, which is important, right? Because when people interact, they don't see so much what you have going on in the back.
They don't.
But I know over time, when it starts to thin out a little bit, then obviously if we have the available donor hair in the back, we want to be able to fix that. And that's precisely what we did in your second surgery. Plus, we did your eyebrows. Added a little bit more in the temporal area to reframe the face. In this direction, and a little bit in the sideburn. It looks phenomenal. It just kind of tied the entire package together.
It's always about proportion. It's about balance. I deal with that every day with people in clothes.
Right.
And so to be able to extend that with your hair is just an amazing thing. And like, to your point, you look at yourself in the mirror at the front face. So you're looking at yourself, that you really focused on yourself in the front. So to kind of be able to adjust that and to have that balance, obviously, I'm really into proportion and balance.
Right.
I see that kind of stuff all the time. And so the temporal peaks, people don't really understand that. I naturally always had a high forehead. If you saw pictures of me as a baby, I had a high forehead. But to add those temporal peaks, which is right here, it breaks it up so nicely, and it just adds that beautiful. It's like you're painting a picture.
Exactly.
You're creating art.
That is exactly what we do. Create art with hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other thing that's also important to note, right, is that most guys are losing their eyebrows as well, and they don't think that is a procedure or an option for them. So I think that it's great that we did that. We reinforced those eyebrows, taking them back up, because that gives your face kind of personality, in addition to having the hair.
Well, that I always tell people, women and men, that frames your face. You know,
Yes.
it really does. It frames your eyes, it frames your face. It's really so important. People don't understand, and like you said, men just don't know that's an option. I happen to have had really, really dark, thick eyebrows growing up, so I knew I was losing them.
Yeah.
And so when I knew it was an option, and for you to be able to do that, again, it just it's all about that confidence. It's not like I wanted to look 21 again. I just wanted to feel good now.
Right. That's it.